welcome to episode 3, part 1 of the All Things Sports podcast. My name is Zach Bischoff, and I am here with...
Danny Shanhorn.
Alright, today we are going to, and here's the agenda. Good to have you back, Daniel. Here's the agenda for today's episode. So for part 1, due to the amount of content, we do have to split it into 2 parts today. First segment going to be the USFL. The Pittsburgh Maulers have won a football game. Breaking news. And scores from around the league. So, first to start, the Pittsburgh Maulers have won their first game of the year by a score of, thank you Daniel, 21-20 against, give me a moment. It was... Excuse me a moment, I gotta get my other tab going. There, it was against the Houston Gamblers. I'm sorry for not being prepared. So that's, Daniel, your thoughts, please. Even though I know you don't watch the USFL, but I'm gonna throw it over to you anyway.
Yes, sir. No, what can you say, man? The Pittsburgh Maulers have been in the headlines for all the wrong reasons. It started with, I guess, the alleged cutting of a player because he ordered, what was it, pizza instead of a salad or something?
Chicken salad, yeah.
Yeah. So that whole thing happened, and then we stank.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I feel like you just gotta give it up. You just gotta be, like, I know we have deeper problems, but we gotta be happy here in this week coming up because the victories might be few and far between.
Right. Wrong thing, sorry. There. Wrong, we're using a new software here, so please pardon any errors that we have. Yeah, I think that the...
Zach
yes,
is orchestrating a very awesome new software for us that I have. Zach is just doing a lot on the technology side, which I appreciate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and for the record, I'm doing all of the things. I'm hitting all the buttons that change this, So, getting back to the USFL, so we are going to go to scores from around the league now. We're going to, let's see. Alright, week 5, we have the Michigan Panthers losing to the Tampa Bay Bandits 27-20. Let's see, that's box score. Our quarterback Patterson let's go Bandits first. Quarterback, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, 15 of 24 for 207 yards and 2 touchdowns. And the other quarterback, Patterson, 23 of 37 for 307 yards, 1 TD, and 1 pick. Another game here. Give me a moment. The New Jersey Generals and Philly Stars. Boo, Philly. We don't like Philly here.
Don't.
Yes. So box score. Quarterback Louis, whatever his name is, Perez. 8 of 15 for 75, no touchdowns, no picks. And the other quarterback, Johnson, 6 of 8 for 16.2 yards. I don't know why I keep doing that. And then we have my other favorite team, the Breakers and the Generals, who the Maulers play the Breakers next week, so I think it's going to be a loss. All right. Slaughter, quarterback, 15 of 36 for New Orleans, for 155, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. For the Generals, Johnson, 14 of 21 for 213, no touchdowns, 1 pick. BLV, but that's this week's. All right, and then we have our hometown Maulers versus the Gamblers. We We have Lee. We have a new quarterback who we just signed last week, Vad Lee, 19 of 32 for 170, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. And Kyle Lauletta, who was our number 1 draft pick, 5 of 9, 51 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. I really don't know why he's starting, because Vad Lee put on a hell of a show there. I don't know what I don't think I could say hell, but excuse me. And for the gamblers, Thorson, 11 of 24 for 165, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Alright, I believe that does it for the USFL. We are now going to talk about, we are going to take a break here, and we will be right back to discuss the Steelers' schedule win-loss predictions. And yeah, we will be right back right here on the All Things Sports Podcast. Welcome back to episode 3, part 1 of the All Things Sports Podcast, where we are now going to talk about the NFL, and I'm going to have Danny's Steelers record predictions. So let me just keep that up a moment. Danny, I'm going to read you the games, and you're going to say win or loss. My predictions are going to be in part 2, which will be dropping tonight. Also, I will announce the plans for Saturday. I still have to think about them. Alright, that's set. Alright, so the record prediction. Alright, Danny.
Yes, Zach.
Week 1 at Cincy.
Unfortunately, we lose that one.
Week 2, New England.
This is I think we lose that one too.
All right.
Here's my thing too.
Mm-hmm.
After much thought, Trubisky starts those 2 games. He does not play well, and we start panic picking weekly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that will age.
Mm-hmm. Hot take.
Hot take.
Yes, sir. All right, week 3.
Spicy take right there, Jack.
Yes, sir. Week 3, Cleveland Browns.
Win.
Week 4, New York Jets.
Win.
5, Buffalo Bills.
Loss.
6, Buccaneers.
Loss.
7, Dolphins.
Win.
8, Eagles.
Win.
Week 9, bye week. 10.
So
Go ahead.
Quick. So right now, through 8 weeks, I have them going 4-4, right?
Correct.
I think that if we are able to go 4-4 through the first 8 games, we have a shot at making it to the playoffs. Mm-hmm. If we start slow, there's no chance we're gonna catch up, even if we get the easier part of our schedule,
right?
Or the hard part of our schedule out of the way first.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let me scroll back through here. All right. Week 11, Bengals.
Loss.
12, Colts.
Win.
13, Falcons.
Win.
14, Ravens.
Win. I'm gonna say win.
15, Panthers.
We're gonna lose that one, and it's gonna be killer.
It's gonna be what?
I feel like that's gonna be the turning point, and I have it right now very early as being a turning point for the worse. Mm-hmm. But if we can come out of bye week and rattle off, either go 2-1 or 3-0, I think we have a real shot at getting on a hot streak.
All right. Did I say 17 already? All right. 17, Ravens.
Loss. We're gonna split, I think.
18, Cleveland Browns.
think we'll win that one.
All right, and just because it's here, preseason 1 Seahawks.
That preseason game. I mean we win that one, but I think Kenny Pickett has a good game here.
2 Jaguars.
We'll win that game.
And 3 the Detroit
Lions.
Lions.
Right?
Yes.
We have the easiest preseason schedule in all of the NFL, probably.
Right.
It's kind of good. I mean, see, Jack, I got a question. If you're a coach, would you want that, Jack?
What?
I know you're not going to show too much in the preseason, but I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Well, in easy preseason schedule, I mean, if we're facing like the Lions, who still probably aren't going to be good. But I mean, they're not good in the regular season, let alone the preseason when they start all their guys. So, I mean, I feel like if I think Pickett starts all of those games, well, obviously, but I think that really gives him a shot to show himself and prove himself.
Right, and I mean, I think that I'm just curious to see in the spring, or when training camp starts here, I guess, more summer than spring. But I'm curious to see. I'm curious to hear like the daily practice reports that all the media guys are doing, because I always find it interesting monitoring a quarterback competition. I think these 3 games be very, very important to see who gets the starting job.
Yeah. Oh, because, okay, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just saying because you got to think about it. Like, Mitch obviously has a little bit of NFL experience, but he's coming in. He's a new guy too, So they're both new guys.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'll be fun to watch.
Yeah. All right, that is going to do it for the second of 3 segments for part 1. We have 2 big segments for part 2. Let me bring up the list here. So, what the heck happened here? Oh, there we go. Alright, so our segment, well, I have segment 4 and 5, but segment 4 is going to be the Premier League. Liverpool wins the FA Cup. Liverpool versus Real Madrid in the UEFA Champions League final, and look around the English Premier League standings, also relegation. Segment 5 is going to be the Stanley Cup playoffs. Pens, New York Rangers. And I typed this during Game 7. Look ahead to Pens, Carolina. Obviously, that did not happen. But I was too confident. We were up 3-2 with 10 minutes to go in the game. And we blew it. So, ignore that.
Lot to unpack there.
Yes. And then what Pens need to win against Carolina, ignore that too. And also the fact that we have 5 round 1 game 7s.
How about that, Jack?
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Here, let me go to you. There we go. That was a very interesting first round there.
I am eager. Obviously, the Pens aren't in, so that's tough to swallow. But are you
gonna watch? Are you still gonna watch?
Oh yeah, man. I'm always locked in.
Yes, sir. All right, and then our last segment is going to be the MLB. The Pittsburgh Pirates, in typical Pittsburgh Pirates fashion, win a game without registering a hit. But how? And also, the Dodgers pitching getting lit up as of late. All right, we will be right back right here on the All Things Sports Podcast. Welcome back to episode 3, part 1 of the All Things Sports Podcast, where we are now going to talk about the Major League Baseball. And first off, the Pirates, Pittsburgh Pirates won a game in typical Pirates fashion without giving up a hit. We're going to go into how exactly that happened. And then we're also going to talk about the Dodgers pitching getting lit up, and we are going to start there. Now, the Dodgers played the Philadelphia Phillies last week, and they got swept 9-7, 12-10, and 8-3.
Man, you never see that.
They actually did not get swept. Excuse me, there was a fourth game. But they lost 3 of the 4. And they looked horrible. Their Julio Urias, I think that's how I pronounce his name, gave up, I think it was 2 home runs in one inning to the Phillies. That is not good. Let me set that back to there. All right, Danny, your thoughts, please.
I mean, yeah, I think it just I guess underlines or underscores. I don't know if that's a word.
Undermines.
But I think this underlines how much an 162 game season can take a toll on pitchers.
Right.
In a season, right? There so many pitchers. Pitchers have to deal with so much up and down, right?
Yeah.
So one night you could go 7 shutout innings, and the next night could go 2 1/3 and give up 7 runs.
Yeah.
That is, and obviously the Dodgers. I mean, like I
best
said,
team in baseball.
You never see that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that just shows even the Dodgers are human sometimes, right? I think that, and that's why good baseball teams are impressive. I feel because you have to have so much depth that is willing to bounce back. I mean, look at earlier this year. Pirates lost 21-0 in Chicago.
Yeah.
I mean, if Zach and I are on the same hockey team, but if we lost 21-0, Zach, I could not. I don't know. If we were playing in a tournament and that happened, I don't know if I could come back from that. And you have to be able to in baseball because bad nights like that are going to happen.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that was just kind of shocking to see.
Yeah, very shocking. And all right, now the Pirates lost a game or won a game, pardon me, without registering a hit. Now you might be wondering how that happened. Well, let me tell you how it happened. So I think it was Brian Hayes, I believe, that reached on an error. That was scored an error and I guess got an RBI out of it. So that is how we won that game. Now we're just gonna move into general banter. So Danny, please entertain the people.
Yeah. I mean, going back to that real quick. I mean, how often do you? That when I saw that, I didn't watch the game, but when I saw that score and I saw that headline, that might be. I mean, you can probably count on one hand the amount of times that happened. I haven't checked this, so I could be wrong. But I mean, you talk about. I mean, and what's crazy is the Reds had 4 hits, which again are a lot, but they're at least better than no hits. So again, I think, and I know I'm connecting everything to bigger concepts to get into how the Pirates originally are doing after this, but I think that proves again how much baseball has changed over time. Because it used to be you got your speedy leadoff man on, he would steal second, you would ground it over to the second baseman, he would go to third, and you get a single, hopefully, or a sac fly. Small ball used to be how teams would win games. Now it's whoever can hit the ball over the fence most. So I thought that was interesting.
All right. So,
but I mean, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, but I mean, Pirates. I mean, kind of shifting back to reality as of late. I mean, we lost. What was it? We were down 8-0 to the Cubs.
Yeah.
What was it, a couple nights ago?
Last night.
I mean, that's just.
Yeah. So.
Oh, Zach.
Yeah. Here's a little fact check for you. So, the Pirates had become the 6th team to win a game without registering a hit since the Dodgers on June 22nd or 28th, 2008.
Man, the Dodgers are coming up alone, yeah.
They are, yes. I didn't really expect that, but they are the best team in baseball. All right. So that will do it for part 1. All right, for the next for part 2, which we're recording right after we're done with part 1, we are going to talk about the Premier League. Liverpool wins the FA Cup.
The Premier League.
Premier League, yes. Premier League over here in the USFL. Liverpool versus Real Madrid in the Champions League final. And look around the English Premier League standings. Also talking about relegation for some teams.
Also, this is not in the show plan, so I'm kind of throwing Zach off the loop. But there is a piece of soccer news that is very interesting that just came about in the last couple hours. So stick around to find out.
All right. Go there. All right. And then our second and final segment of this episode as a whole will be the NHL, like I've said. I think I went over this already, but I'll go through it again. Because why not? Penn's New York Rangers. Unfortunately, we will not be looking ahead to Penn's Carolina. We will also not be looking at what Penn's need to win against Carolina, but we will be looking at the fact that there are 5 round 1 game 7s. So that will do it for part 1. Part 1 will release first, and then part 2 will release a couple hours later. Alright, first of all, again, we would like to thank we have a couple loyal listeners, and you folks know who you are. They listen every week, and we appreciate that, and we hope that you will continue to listen and continue to support us. We're almost at 20 downloads at last check, and we are very appreciative of your support. And also on part 2, I'll be announcing the plans for Friday. I'm still thinking of a couple options there because I don't think we're going to have any more content by Friday afternoon. So I'm thinking of doing something maybe Saturday morning, but we will see in part 2. Danny, anything else for the people?
No. Again, I mean, I've really enjoyed doing this over the past couple weeks here, and always have a great time talking sports with you, Zach.
All right. So that's going to do it, and we will be right back for part 2. Thanks, everybody.